Hi, my name is Nick and welcome to my vlog. If you're new here, I had hair transplant around 3 weeks ago. So this is actually a 3-week update. There's redness all over. No longer itchy, but yeah. There's a ring light in front of me, so if I come closer, you'll see how my scalp look like. But from afar, like this, looks perfectly fine. I prefer this distance. This is a safe distance because I do a lot of Zoom conferences because of my work. So this is a safe distance. Yeah, I had my hair transplant 3 weeks ago, and also I had SMP around 5 years ago, and then I had it retouched in 2018. So 2016 was my first SMP, then 2018 was the retouch of the procedure. Now, before we go ahead and talk about the reason why I'm vlogging, I wanted to explain what an SMP is. SMP, or Scalp Micropigmentation, it's a permanent solution to hair loss. When I say permanent, it will give you an illusion that you have hair, but it will not help you grow your hair. Because basically SMP, it's a non-invasive procedure wherein the pigment will be where a pigment will be tattooed into your scalp. Pigment will be tattooed into your scalp to give you an illusion that you have hair on your balding spots or on the thinning area. It's like an added density into your hair. Well, for me, having a hair transplant and SMP can work together. Like, these procedures can give you your desired result, because as you can see, this area, I had SMP on this area, and this area as well, the same area where are my follicles from the back of my head transferred. This is the area where they transfer the hair follicles. Now, the question is, should I get an SMP before my hair transplant or after my transplant? Like I said earlier, I had my SMP 5 years ago and had it retouched 2 years later. If you have watched my video, one of the first videos that I uploaded on my channel, I experienced so much discomfort during my procedure. One of the hair technicians that assisted my doctor during the procedure told me that SMP created small invisible scars on my scalp, and that prevented the anesthesia from penetrating deep into my scalp. That's why during the procedure they had to add more anesthesia for me to at least tolerate the pain. I mentioned in my previous video that I was crying during the hair transplant procedure because I could feel the needle when they were transferring or when they were implanting the hair follicles on this area. So there were two stages, or there were two parts. So for the first part, the first 1000 was here, the second 1000 was here. On the second part, I didn't feel much discomfort, but for the first part, it was like hell. They had to add more anesthesia because I kept on complaining that it was really painful. So the doctor said they had to add more anesthesia than usual because of me complaining that I could feel the procedure. Before they implanted the hair follicles, they had to punch small holes. Yeah, punch holes on the donor area where they will implant the hair. During that part, I didn't feel anything. But when they were actually implanting the hair follicles, that's the time that I could feel the pain. That's why they had to add more anesthesia every time I would tell them that it's hurting. So based on my experience, I will answer the question. There are people who say, or there are information on the internet that say that you can have SMP at least a month before your hair transplant. And there are websites that also say that you can have your SMP a year after your hair transplant. Based on my experience, I would say it would be the latter. It's better to have SMP a year after your hair transplant. Maybe my experience will be different. I mean, yeah, we all have different levels of pain tolerance. So my experience may be different from your experience. But I'm just really concerned if you will go through the same pain. Why should I be concerned? But anyway, I will just like to tell you that that kind of experience can be prevented. So it will be better if you'll have your SMP right after your hair transplant. Well, I had my SMP for 5 years and I was quite satisfied. It's just that I really wanted to have a longer buzz cut or probably grow my hair. That's the reason why I had hair transplant, even though I already had my SMP. So yeah, I hope I was able to answer the question. I hope that made sense. Now, if you have any questions regarding SMP, scalp micropigmentation, and FUE, because I had both procedures, drop your questions on the comment section and I will try my best to answer them. And if you would like to join me on this journey in regrowing my hair, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell for future videos. Again, this is Nick and thank you very much for watching. Keep safe, everyone. Goodbye.